Good afternoon, everybody. So it's been a while since I've been in the shed. Silvia got up here to Sebring full time, and it's been a push to get the inside of the house from a house to a home. So I've been helping her out with some stuff in there, and it's diverted my attention from the office shed to the inside of the house, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind helping her at all. Stuff's got to get done, and it's not everything that she can do on her own, or we have to make decisions together. We operate really well that way. We make a lot of design decisions together with each other's input, and we come up with what we feel is the best. And I would say historically, if you look back at how we've done on purchasing and remodeling and then selling homes, I think we've done quite well. So why mess with success? So I'm standing in the shed because it is time to start addressing this shed again. And the next piece is electrical. So I have to run all the conduit, run the wires, hook up all the outlets and things of that nature. But before I do that, I'm going to paint the conduit. Now I'm running exposed conduit on the walls, right? So all the electrical is going to be visible on the outside of the walls, not buried behind the walls like it is in a normal house build. And I kind of like that look. We did that at, we did the exposed conduit look at the house that we just sold when we did the bathroom remodel. We thought it came out really nice. It was a really different touch. It was pretty unique looking. It was done well, so it looked professional and classy. It didn't look too hacked, I guess you could say, or amateurish. So let me show you what I've got going on here. So this here is your standard conduit pipe. All right, you just run your electrical lines through that, your Romex. In my case, it's going to be 12 AWG American wire gauge, as this is a 20 amp circuit. So I'll be running a 12 gauge Romex through this. And like I said, I'm going to paint it. And part of the challenge, I guess you could say, or the fun, depending on how you look at it, is what color. And I decided I was going to go with the blue. It's going to look something like that. So let me pull this outside real quick. And you can really maybe get a better idea of the blue. Right, so it looks like that. This is a tannish, whitish shed. So it's a blue, maybe with a little hint of red in it. So it's got a purple, purple swing to it. This is the actual paint here. It's a Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover Paint and Primer, navy blue gloss. Now I'm using what I have on hand. Now I don't have a whole lot of this in this can left. I'm gonna have to run to Home Depot and get another can. So basically the challenge is I'm probably gonna run out of this. In fact, I know I would. And I don't want to spray all of my conduit unless I know Home Depot's got another can of this. So I'm going to be running out to Home Depot and looking for this exact match. And if I can't find it, then I'm just going to pick a different color, probably in the navy blue family. Interestingly enough, I don't necessarily want gloss. I would prefer a matte. But like I said, I'm using what I have. And to buy one can of gloss versus maybe 2 cans of matte, I'd rather buy 1 can of gloss. So let me go show you what I have set up to paint all the conduit. Because you don't want to hold that stuff, right? You want to spray it and then just let it rest. So I have 2 pipes here resting up against this is like an old TV tower for reception here at the house back in the day, where they were pulling in signals over the air. So this still stands here. So I've got 2 poles of conduit there, and I got 2 poles of conduit there. So what I'll do is I'll just, I'll spray the pipe, except for the very, very ends. So I might, I might bring the pipe down and hold it with one hand and spray it, and then flip it over and then spray the rest of it. But the very, very ends won't get sprayed. And I will show you why in a second. So I've got these 2 10-foot poles there, and I've got these 2 91-inch poles there. And then the other pole inside the shed is 94, so that'll get sprayed too. So why am I not spraying the very, very ends? Because these pieces go on to connect the very ends of the pipe to the next piece of pipe. So these are couplers. So this will hide what doesn't get painted. But these are going to get painted, as will these and these face plates, which really won't get seen much, but I'm going to spray them regardless. The anchors that hold the conduit to the wall, the 4-inch boxes, the corners, the 2-inch boxes, some more anchors, some more couplers, and some more of these these are not adapters, clamps, I guess you could kind of say. These are screw-on clamps. I mentioned these earlier in the dishwasher video. So when you go to connect your conduit to your box, you have to you unscrew this, right? Your conduit goes into here, gets clamped down. Now look, in retrospect, I think these might be the wrong ones. If they are, I'm gonna make them work. That's what I get for going to Home Depot one day and buying on a hurry. But that's okay, I'll make them work. So your conduit will get clamped there, and then this gets screwed into your box, right? So you just pop one of these circles out, right there, and this gets inserted into that circle you popped out. Then this screws on, and it just clamps that into place. So now you have a nice secure connection. Here's my corners, right? So when I'm wrapping around the shed on the inside, I go from one wall to the next wall. These are my corners. So that's it. I'm gonna head off to Home Depot. I'm going to check what there is for paint, come back and start spraying. That sky doesn't look so bad, but as we work our way down, it's a little dark back that way. Camera's probably not showing the actual darkness, but it's a little dark, and I am hearing rumblings. So there you can see 3 poles painted, about a little over a can of spray paint. So I only needed to buy one from Home Depot. That's what I bought, and I almost went through that one, but I finished the previous one. So a can and a quarter, maybe ish. So everything's painted. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that. There's the thunder. So I'm gonna let these dry as long as I can. And then once I think there might be some rain, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this stuff down. Obviously I didn't have to paint the backside of these. I did want to get around the edge as much as possible so you wouldn't see the galvanized steel. So there's a little overspray, but that whatever, that's okay. But I did want to, I didn't have to get that because that's not going to be seen at all. So that's about it. Ooh, I just saw a spot I missed. Let's go get the can. Right there. How did I do that? There we go. Ooh, that one's a little light too. And over here. My goodness. There, that's better. thought. I see specks on the tops of these. I don't know what's going on there. I'll just hit them again. All right, so anyways, let this dry as long as I can before the rain starts, and then I'll cut the twine and just bring them in. I got to keep it out of the dirt though, so that'll be a challenge. Not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe I get a box and just put them in a box, but if they're tacky and I take them down and they touch each other, which they will, then you're gonna get the little tacky residue marks. I know I said I'm not looking for perfection, but when it comes to paint, I do like a good coat of paint. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll see. While I was outside spray painting, Silvia made this for dinner. Look at that. Bunch of peppers. There's got some seasoning on there. I can see probably some oils. That's going in the oven, and that is going to be delicious. Good stuff. The winds are picking up. So we actually do want it to rain. I would sacrifice my paint for the plants. We need rain really bad. Our grass is crispy. And as much as we don't mind watering our plants, they prefer rainwater over tap water. So come on, baby, start raining. I'm gonna bring the poles into the shed, and I'm gonna let these sit out as long as I can. And once I think it's about to rain or starts to rain, I'm gonna cut them and drop them right into the box, and then into the shed they'll go. Hey, little guy. I don't mean to bother you, but I gotta get this stuff protected from the rain. See ya. Off he goes. That's not Freddy. I think he looks too small. I think Freddy's a little bit bigger. Okay, so I got everything in before the rains came. You can just see them all lined up there on the shelf, all nice and pretty, just waiting to be utilized. Here are the poles, and then here's some stuff. And I noticed a few of these pieces didn't quite get full coverage, so just put them in the box, sprayed them up real quick. Everything was mostly dry. Like, I could touch it and it wasn't all that tacky. But you know, tomorrow they'll be perfect. Next is to start wiring. So I'm gonna come off this one here, and I'm just wrapping down, and I'm just gonna start working my way around. I got plenty of wire, 12 gauge wire for my 20 amp circuit. I got 20 amp outlets. And so I'm just going to start working my way around. And I have a pipe cutter, and I also have a hacksaw. I think I'm going to use the pipe cutter, but that really depends on how much the pipe cutter itself might start taking off the paint, because I don't want to have to do any touch-up work. My concern with a hacksaw is that you have to stabilize the pipe while you cut it manually, and then that would cause all sorts of damage that would have to get touched up. So I'm going to try the pipe cutter first. You know, and then that's it. You know, I'm just going to spend some time wiring it up. I think I can get it wired in a half a day, which is actually slow. You know, if you got a professional come in here and do it, I would say a couple of hours at the tops, because they're so good. They know all the shortcuts. They're well practiced. So anyways, I think a half a day, but we'll see. All right, guys, that's it for today. Share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave your comments. We'd love to see feedback, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye. Just came out of the oven, steaming. Watch them.
Fresh veggies.
Fog up the camera. Beautiful. This is going to be delicious.
It will be with whole wheat pasta tonight.
Whole wheat pasta. Yummy.